Dr. Drew, you're working with Nivea now?
Yes, quickly, the big announcement you said I was going to make, though, is that we're doing celebrity rehab again, but we're doing it with regular people, not with celebrities. So that's the big announcement.
I like that.
I am working with Nivea. They have the Million Moments of Touch campaign. I think you're a part of it, too.
Yes.
They have a Facebook site, which is /Nivea USA, which they're advocating date night. People spend some time in your relationships, guys. They're giving away $250 to have that date night, which is, in this economy.
I'll go sign up.
I know, it's what I was saying. I'm going to get in there, too.
So what is this thing called skin hunger?
Well, it's that they had a hunch that we don't touch enough, and I've actually just written a book about.
You're right.
You're right, and not just touching people in the subway or anything. We're talking about touching people. I know you have a thing about that.
Yeah.
We're talking about people you really care about. It turns out that we're more apt to touch our electronic material and our PDAs. So they had a hunch about this. They actually went out and commissioned a study about it, and lo and behold, 50% of us say we touch our electronics always or often. Quarter of us for our families and loved ones.
Not a whole lot of hugs going on at home.
Don't you think that's because, I'm not making a joke, sexual harassment? I am a toucher, and I was told by my human resource lady, don't go over to the girls in your office and say, great job. Somebody can say, and we have that on Jonah Melissa.
Yeah, we have an episode about sexual harassment.
You're absolutely right. That we become very uptight about this, concerned about it, and the first inroad into connection with people is touching sometimes.
And having great skin.
And well, and if you have good skin, it
Having
makes you
great
want to
skin.
touch, makes you have good lips, makes you want to kiss. And people, want more of these kinds of connections. And in fact, it enhances your immune function, lowers your blood pressure, activates a part of the brain called the insular cortex, which is the part of the brain that we use to create the sort of emotional meaning of experience.
But cell phones are also the problem because you text and call and you say personal things in a very impersonal way.
Yes.
Well, that's right. That's, that electronic media of you had a problem with an online situation.
Yes.
Yeah,
Webcams.
And that is addiction, by the
Yes.
way. There is sexual addiction and porn addiction, a very, very common thing. But that's a whole separate thing. We're talking about the pseudo-intimacy of electronic media. That's not a real intimacy. Real intimacy is human connectedness.
Yes.
And we talked about trauma earlier. That's, a lot of people do experience that stuff in childhood, and that makes us not trust closeness. Not only worried about lawsuits with our human resource department, we're also feel like we're going to get hurt in any kind of close contact.
But isn't that why they give, seriously, people in hospitals like dogs to touch?
Yes.
Yeah, like the
You
animal
want to
therapy.
touch something. You want to feel a connection.
Absolutely. So that so both on Life Changers of my program and on your program, we thought this was an important thing to sort of remind people that touch is healthy, touch is important, and so Nivea gave us this Million Moments of Touch opportunity to do so.
That was not on camera, and I'm glad of that.
And your lips more
like live
kissable.
TV.
Nivea is giving everyone in our studio audience a gift bag filled with Nivea products to give you the confidence to touch and be touched. Dr. Drew, thank you so much for coming back to our show. For more information on how you can enter Nivea's Million Moments of Touch movement, go to Nivea's face page.